Lesson 1 in Theory of Road Vehicle Motion. Welcome to the exciting world of road vehicles. From cars to trucks to motorcycles and buses, road vehicles have revolutionized the way we travel and shaped modern society. In this course, we will be focusing on how these influential inventions of the 20th century move. So let's take a look at the course structure more precisely. I know it's kind of weird, but I would like to start this by saying what we won't learn in this course. In this course, we won't learn how engines work, and we won't learn how transmissions work. Those two subjects deserve courses of their own, so we will not focus on details of these subsystems. In this course, we will focus on the vehicle as a whole, and we will analyze the forces that occur when the vehicle's at rest or in motion. So we will be talking about forces that act on vehicles, about vehicle statics, about resistances to motion, about forces that resist motion. We'll be talking about how to calculate transmission parameters and much more. We will only be focusing on a vehicle that moves on a rigid surface, a theoretical perfect road, if you will, and we will be learning about longitudinal dynamics of a car. This is a basic course meant for students and people who don't have any foreknowledge on engineering or even basic physics. So anyone can jump in and start learning because I made this course from scratch, so everything is explained. The course is divided into sections. There's a total of 6 sections. So we have the introduction section, the section on vehicle statics, the section on mechanics of rolling an elastic tire on a rigid surface, and we have aerodynamics of vehicles, we have resistances to motion, and you have the section that's called final assignment. We'll get to it. The first introduction section is the one in which we will learn about parameters of vehicles, we will learn how vehicles are conceptualized, and we will learn about gear ratios in detail, and we will talk about the power transfer that happens in cars. The next section is about vehicle statics. In other words, when vehicles stay still, we will analyze forces that occur in those situations. This is important to know for making mathematical models of vehicles. We will learn about trigonometry that you have to know for this. Don't be intimidated, please. It is going to be very easy and broken down. You will learn how to decompose forces, and we will do a little assignment where you will learn to calculate the tipping over angle of a vehicle. It's going to be fun, I promise. After this, we will talk about mechanics of rolling an elastic tire on a rigid surface. You will learn how tires act, what are the forces that are going to occur on wheels, and we will talk about how rolling resistance happens and generates. Of course, we have to touch upon aerodynamics a little bit as well, as we will be talking about drag resistance later, and it's basically how and why all of this happens will be explained in this section. The section which is one of the most important ones is right by the end of the course, and it is the section that covers resistances to motion. We will learn about factors that influence rolling resistance, drag resistance, and gradient resistance. After this section comes the fun part. I've made a PDF file that takes you through the final assignment where you will choose a car that you want to analyze and calculate, and you will learn even more about all of the things we talked about in the course, because the assignment is made as a recapitulation tool and as a tool to make you understand these concepts even in more depth. Now, when you finish this course, you will get a general feeling about forces, about power, and everything that goes around a vehicle. It won't be an enigma anymore. And this is it. Hope you are excited to start learning. I know that I am excited to start this journey of bringing this subject closer to as many people as possible. So, see you in the next lesson, and thank you for listening.